This episode of Inside Golf Podcast is brought to you by Inside Sports Network.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Boston Capital Twitter, Steve, on the Hold the Green podcast.
All right, we are live. Tap in, birdie.
All right, Carson Young is here.
I bet Ludwig at 28.
Let's go. I bet
You
him
did
at,
too?
I bet him at 25.
Low sevens. I think there's some guys in here we like.
Harris English at 7,300.
I love Brian Harmon at 3.5% this week.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday night. It's your boy Capper with Twitterless Steve going over the 2026 Amex Best Bets. Steve is avoiding the snow somehow, living in Rochester. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily we're avoiding it. It's just it's a brief pause right now, but it seems like I think the big snowstorm that is going to hit the East Coast is going to stay a little east of us.
Nice.
So, but unfortunately for folks down in places like North Carolina, where we do not ship salt, you're in trouble. And I hate to break the news for you, even if you do acquire, I actually got a little piece of salt right here sitting on my desk. If you do happen to acquire some salt, unfortunately, temperatures are going to dip below 20 degrees down there and salt doesn't work. So you're just screwed.
Yeah. What are they going to do? They don't have any idea what to do with that much snow. That whole city's just going to shut down until it melts.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, they don't have the infrastructure for it. They don't have the vehicles for it. They basically, there's things you can do. You can mix sand with maybe a little bit of tomato juice. That helps, create like a little bit of a brine.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Really
Yeah. Yeah, it does work. But yeah, unfortunately, you're probably just going to have to wait till it melts, which look, it's down there. It probably will jump back up to 55, 60 degrees. Like it'll melt eventually. But yeah, anybody down there who has to deal with it,
you couldn't pay me any amount of money to like get on the road and fucking drive. Like, because I remember when Atlanta got fucking snow and people were spinning out, crashing all over the fucking place. Like, you could not pay me to get on the road there. When I lived in Savannah, it snowed and there was like 500 fucking car accidents. It was crazy. It's like, I don't understand. It's just drive like safe. Don't drive like an asshole. Like I don't get it. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, you even get that up here though. Like the first snowfall is usually the heaviest accident day for Rochester, New York, just because everyone just forgets what it's like for the 10 months ago, and they just drive like idiots. And yes, I don't drive if you're down there. Find some good Netflix shows. Hunker down.
I bet you like power's gonna go out for them and all types of shit. They're not ready for this at all.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought about that too. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, eventually, if you live in that area and the power goes out, give us a download when power comes back.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. And when the power goes out, you take everything out of your fridge and put it in the fucking snow. Okay, that's what
you go.
Don't lose food. Don't lose your food.
All right. So obviously I think a lot of people want to hear you gloat about the Patriots. So we're going to say that to the end.
Sure, they're dying.
Okay? Yeah. I mean, we are a golf podcast at the end of the day. We are officially in golf season. We have to start actually prioritizing that. So
yes.
While you were drinking 80,000 gin and tonics after the game, I went live on Sunday night. I don't remember half of what I said. I was very sick when that went down. Not my finest work, but I hope I conveyed the message across. Do you have success betting this tournament at all?
I don't think so.
Other than the Siwoo year, I think when we both hit that.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you had to twist my arm on that one because I was out on Siwoo at that point.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, for a guy who's been a Siwoo truther, at least since most of the time I've known you kind of got out early on him.
I did. I told you, it was just like, I like the ups and downs. I just felt like the ceiling hasn't been there. I mean, he looked okay this past weekend. But I like the ceiling plays. I don't like a steady Eddie fucking 20 to 30 placement. That's no fucking fun.
So you like the 87 and losing 17 strokes at Nicklaus that you did in 2020?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that, because then like he has the upside for the other side too. Like either kill me right away, or give me hope. Don't just hang around and make me irritated that I have you stat on my fucking app all weekend.
Yeah, I copy and pasted that scorecard into the Discord this week. So I was making a point about Siwoo. People like him this week, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mentioned, like, do you have a lot of success betting this tournament? And I think it's pretty tough, this tournament, considering, this is a multi-course event. It's a pro-am, so rounds are interminably long. Two of the courses are complete. I'm not saying they're jokes in general. I think they like, for you and me, probably pretty nice golf courses to play, but they are woefully not qualified to host a pro tournament anymore. And then you have another course that recently underwent a renovation. It's definitely going to play easier this year as the greens kind of set a little bit, but that one's more aligned with like what we usually would expect from a tournament. So really only 50% is kind of what we see every week, and the other 50% is a joke. So I think that's kind of hard over the years to figure out and balance like what you want to look for. So as you consume content this week, you look back what you've typically done, Capper. What generally are you looking for this week for filling out your betting card?
I feel like I used to just target guys who I thought were good at TPC courses. I remember playing Seamus here. Obviously played Siwoo. So, but I don't know. Like, I don't really know what I'm looking for this week. I don't really have a good vibe on it. I got a couple bets. Figured wait to talk to you a little bit because I saw that you said you're approaching this completely different. So before I laid down more Macas, I wanted to see what you were doing, and maybe that would make more sense, and I could take a stab at it that way.
Okay. Well, let's start with weather first. Okay. And in full truth, the weather did shift a little bit. And earlier today, it was just showing dome conditions. And I was actually going to play a game like guess this dome. I had a bunch of slides where like you're a guess like the King Dome or the Pontiac Dome. Like, those things were fucking ugly back then. But apparently that was the style back in like the early 90s and 80s, just to play in these giant monstrosities.
So ugly. So ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, you had the RCA Dome, the Metrodome. The Metrodome, that famously, that the roof collapsed and all. Remember that video? The roof collapsed and all the snow just fell into the stadium. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. Yep.
That wasn't even that long ago. I feel like that was within the last 10 years.
That was, I think, 15 years ago. And that actually spurred Syracuse to actually create a hard shell over their dome now. So in response to that. But the weather did shift, though. And it's going to create, I think, an interesting angle for this tournament that I'll get to in a little bit. So, all right. So see this right here. So Thursday, Friday, what you would expect. Dome golf conditions, Patrick Cantlay soft conditions, not a lot of adversity, going to be a lot of scoring these 2 days. On Saturday, though, and this has gone back and forth this week, and unfortunately, I set my betting card thinking that it was going to be relatively okay for the entire tournament, and I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Saturday looks like there's some wind. And I'll expand on this point in a little bit, but basically anybody who is caught playing like La Quinta or Nicklaus, and I showed you the raw scoring on Sunday, like we're talking -4 average rounds, -3 and 3/4. Well, all of a sudden though, if all these guys are playing those courses on Thursday and Friday and essentially dome conditions are going to get those, and then you happen to go there and the wind kicks up and all of a sudden it plays 1 to 2 shots harder or something, like you're basically cooked at this point. Because those guys, especially if they do well, like let's say they gain like 8 strokes total at Nicklaus and La Quinta across Thursday and Friday. Well, they're basically sitting at that point at like -16 after 2 rounds. So you have to basically make up that difference without having it. So this leads me. So I guess if this weather forecast holds, the guys going off La Quinta on Thursday, then get Nicklaus on Friday, and then they would get Stadium on Saturday, which you would think, okay, well, the wind's going to kick up is going to make it impossible. Well, the thing is, though, with Stadium, like, it doesn't play.
It's already
like, if you add wind to it, it's not like it gets completely crazy out of control, but also the ceiling is capped there too. So it's the net delta is not as big versus like Nicklaus, where if you do get the wind up, and actually I think in 2022 we saw this where it played like minus 3.5 on Saturday, and then the wind kicked up, and then it played over par on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that one, because there's a lot more penalty areas or some water, like that's one where like you really can get screwed. But the guys going off, if this weather forecast holds, they get Thursday, Friday at La Quinta and Nicklaus. And then Saturday, they get Stadium course. They're going to have probably a leg up.
And if they get off in the morning, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the tee times are very condensed. I think they go off between 8:30 and 10:30. So basically, the later guys would get some wind. And let's say this wind kind of shifts a little bit to the morning, too. Like, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next point, though, is what do I want to look for this tournament? And like you, I have not had a lot of success betting this tournament. I look back through the years, and really the only time I've actually done well was the Siwoo year that we hit. And I was thinking about that tournament, what was different. And what was different about that tournament was you had 3 rounds at Stadium where we had data and strokes gained. And I remember actually mentioning that year, because Siwoo, if you exclude his complete just disaster round in 2020, has actually played Nicklaus relatively well throughout the years. La Quinta is actually his worst course, but they didn't play La Quinta that year. So really, it was kind of like with Torrey Pines. Like at that tournament, you just focus on the South course, and then the North course is a little bit an afterthought. Well, I kind of treated this tournament always the same way. I always just kind of treated Nicklaus and La Quinta as a little bit afterthoughts. So like, all right, they're just putting contests, and I just really want to focus. What I look for is like guys doing success at Stadium. But in that tournament where I only had success, like it was because I focused mostly on Stadium, and Siwoo won. And then every other year it just hasn't worked out. So I end up looking back at the winners.
Did you have Burns? Did you have Burns in 24?
I did. I don't want to talk about that. I'm blacking that out.
You said so that's like you're getting close, but you just bet on Sam Burns and he's a loser. So
yeah, I did. But I wanted to dissect like where guys win and like what they do during the tournament. And I compiled this list of what each winner gained on the field when they teed it up at the 3 courses. So obviously, winners are going to gain a lot of strokes in the field. Just duh. Like touchdowns are good in football. Yeah. But what I noticed is that, like there's some really good performances like overall at Stadium. But for the most part, the reason why these guys won these tournaments was they absolutely demolished Nicklaus and La Quinta. Like, and if you put that in perspective,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like John Rahm gained 10 strokes total at Nicklaus and La Quinta. Landry gained 9. Like Swafford was like kind of the outlier here, and a little bit with John Rahm in this year too. But like Adam Long gained 11 strokes at Nicklaus and La Quinta. Like, and put that in perspective too. Let's say like Nicklaus and La Quinta both play 3 under both those days. Like if you are Adam Long here, that gets you to 17 under par cumulative for the tournament. And what's the winning score? Usually like 23, 24, 25 under. Like you're basically most of the way there. So what I am deciding to do this year is instead of like doing like a model or like looking at like what data works at Stadium, I'm just going to try and figure out what works at Nicklaus, what works at La Quinta, both mostly from like a proximity standpoint, like which type of iron shots you're hitting. Because off the tee at both places, unless it's really windy at Nicklaus and kind of blasted everywhere, La Quinta is kind of the same way. Not really worrying about around the green play, which you kind of have to worry about a little bit. Stadium courses, the bunkers are tough. I'm basically just focusing on this week. Do you birdie a lot of the par 5s? Do you just make a lot of birdies in general? Are you good with some longer approach shots over 200 yards? Because that's mostly your par fives, and a couple of the par threes at La Quinta are a little longer too. But most importantly, this week is there's a lot of shots under 100 yards at both golf courses. And it's if you're really going to rack up that 62, 63 that you really need to like separate yourself at these places, like pretty much everybody who has won this tournament has done. You got to be really good from under 100 yards. You got to stick it to like 10 feet and 8 feet. You got to hit the putt. I looked at performance under 100 yards. And what I ended up noticing was it ended up correlating a little bit with guys who've been pretty good at La Quinta and Nicholas overall for guys who've been pretty good under 100 yards. And that's how I'm looking for this golf course. Like, I'm really just not, I just want them to, I want to find guys who are going to absolutely dominate these two easier courses and have the skill sets to do it. And then just try and hope that it kind of falls in place at Stadium and go from there. Like, it's completely different than what I've thought about this tournament before. I'm probably gonna make some horrible picks. This methodology is probably gonna be horrible, but I haven't had much luck betting this tournament. We're trying something different this week, and I actually put together. I think I like the card I put together this week.
Okay, all right, sweet. Well, yeah, listen, I'm all for changing it up. I just looked to see who was gonna be in round 3 on Die. I got some of my guys on there. What's crazy is one name that I would have assumed would have been on there is not on there, which is great.
Oh, okay. There you go. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. You already looked at the golf tip checker, the tip chart?
No. I just looked up the tee times and saw who's playing Stadium on 3. Yeah. On Saturdays. He was playing Stadium on Saturday.
All right. So one of the things I'm going to do, and unfortunately, because I set my betting card thinking it wasn't going to matter.
Yeah.
I have a mix of everybody. Like I did focus on this though. Like I did try just in case it's going to happen. I have most guys going off of La Quinta, Nicholas, and then Stadium. I think of the two, if you don't start La Quinta, I would want to get Nicholas out of the way because that's the one that can go really sideways if the weather is rougher. At La Quinta, it's still going to play.
To the wind. Am I thinking of the right fucking course? That one's
it's not necessarily exposed to the wind. There's more trouble off the tee and around the greens in the wind. Like there's more water, there's more like places where you can actually kind of get in trouble there if the weather's not great. At La Quinta, there's not really a whole lot of hazards. It's just like 30-yard wide fairways, but like an inch and a half of rough. There's not a ton of water there to worry about there. And that one through the years, like in bad weather days, it still plays like 1.5, 2 under par. So theoretically, you might not be totally dead there. So I also have a bunch of guys who are starting off with Nicholas, at least getting that out of the way. And then I think I have like one guy playing Stadium just because I liked him and I wasn't factoring any of that in. So, all right. Okay. So,
well, listen, before we jump into any more data, we can talk about all this fucking crazy knowledge that you're dropping is also available in our Discord. You definitely want to be a member, not only for all the Steve's round scores and all these crazy breakdowns. We had back hitting the Dubai round scores, came out with the new projection model, which is crazy good. Gotterop and Pendy were the top value plays. That worked out. And yeah, I mean, look, we're cashing a lot over there right now, and it really is really the most fun place to be. It really is. I enjoyed myself on football Sunday, and I even had sweats in golf too. So it was nice. It was a nice DFS Patriots weekend for me. Made me a very, very happy capper. So yeah, take advantage of it. Go be an insider. Seriously, Steve's breadth of knowledge of this type of shit it's just amazing. It is what it is, and drop some coin so you can make some coin.
All right, that's very flattering. I appreciate that. So, all right, you want to play the game?
Oh yeah. We haven't. Oh, this is the first one this year.
I know because we forgot to do it last week.
Yeah.
So
we pull up.
I know we're a little rusty. So all right. There are
how many are there?
There's 6 names. Let me stop sharing my screen right now. There we go. All right. There are
6 names.
6 names on this list.
Okay. All right. I will go. I'm gonna start with Daniel Berger.
Daniel Berger, number 2 on the list. Congratulations.
Roger that.
One down.
I'll go Siwoo.
Okay, Siwoo is the number 1 most tipped golfer this week.
Oh, that's gonna end well.
He was Siwoo was very popular in the Discord this week. I think a lot of guys are on him, and apparently everyone's on him because he showed pretty well at the end of Sony. Former winner here. I will reinforce again that the year he won, they didn't play La Quinta, and that's his worst course. If we take out the batshit crazy 2020 Nicklaus tournament experience where he was on LSD and then withdrew. But take that out. He's actually been pretty good at Nicklaus. He hasn't been all that good at La Quinta. Probably for obvious reasons. He sucks at putting.
He is not good at putting. He is not.
Okay.
I still remember when he putted with that fucking three wood. It was so funny.
Yeah. All right. So you got the top 2. You got 4 more.
Right, all right. It's the first time Cantlay's back. All you Cantlay simps love him. He's got a great course history. Cantlay.
Did you see what Cantlay's odds on some books were?
Yeah, I know.
He opened on Bookmaker.
You're gonna say his name to me at some point tonight.
He opened on Bookmaker 40-1. You can get him north of 30.
He hasn't won
history.
He hasn't won in years.
Well, guess what? Everybody is out on that too because he is not on the list.
Okay. All right.
I'm actually surprised by that.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm sure
other than the fact he sucks, but he's not on the list. Okay, so strike 1 for you.
All right. Bobby Mack or Fitzpatrick? I'll go with Bobby Mack since everybody saw him last week.
Bobby Mack is number 5 on the list. So you're half done.
So I need 3, 4, and 6.
3, 4, and 6. They're reasonable names. You should be able to get these. Well, maybe one you might not.
It's tough, man. Like I'm not on to Twitter has turned into an absolute fucking cesspool, so I'm not on Twitter a lot. What about Michael Kim? Mayo bump.
Oh, that's the one I thought you weren't going to get. He's number 6 on the list.
Okay.
Had a good Sunday. So,
yep, and Mayo loves him. So, and he moves the market.
Okay, you got 2 more, 3 and 4.
Oh my god, I'm looking at these names. There's not like one that's like jumping out to me. Like those first 3, I felt were pretty easy. Well, I was going to guess Fitzpatrick, so let me go with Fitzpatrick too. No,
Fitzpatrick's not on the list. Has never played here before, by the way.
Oh, did he vacation here as a kid, though? Do we know that?
It's a resort, so possibly. A lot of good spas, a lot of good restaurants in Palm Desert.
Fuck, I really don't know. I don't know who these last 2
Come on. One more. We got 2 more, but yeah, one more. Ryan Gerard, number 3 on the list. Okay. Come on, you only need one. You only need one more.
All right, who else did I bet? Because I got 2 of these guys on here, so maybe it's
okay.
Maybe it's one of them. I'll go McCaddy.
Flamed out. Strike 3.
Damn. Who was it?
He had a good finish here a couple years ago. Good putter, JT Poston, 70-1.
Oh, he was never on my fucking radar. I forgot he existed.
Wow. Shots fired.
When was the last time he fucking played?
I think RSM. He actually played okay, I think, at RSM.
So. I think I remember dicking around with him in DFS in the fall. That's funny.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So all right. That's a pretty reasonable list.
I mean, not a lot of surprises at all. The Siwoo number 1 did not surprise me. Burger did not surprise me. And there's a lot of recency bias, pretty much, with what you saw last week. I mean, relatively new, into the season, so that's not a big surprise. Yeah. All right, let's pull up the odds board here, and this is
Our fancy dancy live odds board.
Yes, only available to insiders. This shows 4 books. You got Bookmaker, Bet Online, FanDuel, and DraftKings. Shows our opening odds. It shows what they are currently. And then this little column right here just shows like the total net variance of like how much they've gone up or down. So like, for example, I mean, there hasn't been a ton of early movement, but you see some movement on Russell Henley's getting a little bit of love. Denny McCarthy. You know, those guys are really good putters, good short
Denny
iron
McCarthy
players.
can
Max
fucking kick
Homa.
rocks.
Yeah, he stunk.
Ugh.
So you got Sepp Straka, Gary Woodland. Those guys got a little bit of play this week. So yeah, I mean, so that's one thing you can look for when you do this. When you look at this model. So all right, let's sort this with just the FanDuel odds. Seems like a pretty popular book. Scotty Scheffler, the overwhelming favorite for this event.
Shocking.
3-1. I mean, his course history, like anywhere, is really good. I would say with this one though, particularly, it's been just okay. I think he finished like T17 a couple years ago here. Has not played since Albany. So I guess like anytime Scotty tees it up, it's a decision tree. Do you go without Scotty?
Yep, 100%.
So 100%, you're going without Scotty.
Oh, I don't have that option. I'm saying like 100% is decision tree.
Okay, so you
time.
would.
I live in Florida. I do not have that option. Hard Rock are criminals. So there's my weekly talk about the Seminole Mafia family who makes John Gotti look legit.
Okay. So if you had it available,
I wouldn't do without Scotty this week. Not with his course history here and him not teeing it up. Juice ain't worth the squeeze. Every once in a while there is, right? Because you'll catch a book sleeping, and it's like, I don't know, fucking 3 to 5 points off with or without Scotty. You might as well take the without Scotty at that point. But unless it's that specific situation, then no.
Okay. All right. I didn't do the without Scotty market either. If he beats me, he beats me. Kind of along similar lines. First term of the year. I'll just take my chances at this one. Unfortunately, though, he is one of the guys that if the weather is not that good, he starts at La Quinta. So he would play the 2 easiest courses on the first 2 days and then Stadium on Saturday, as if this guy needed any more breaks. That would tremendously help him.
Exactly. It's almost like he's the Patriots getting as many breaks as he's getting.
Yeah, look at the schedule and competition that Scotty Scheffler beats every single week. All right, we definitely can't take them seriously, just like the Patriots. So
and then his top competition, like I don't know, breaks his ankle right before they got to play, and we get to play instead of playing Brooks Koepka, we play the other Koepka brother. I don't even know his name. Chase, is that his name? Chase. We played Chase Koepka.
Play Chase.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. Is there anything? I mean, we'll save the DFS conversation for the pros. I don't play DFS, and so that's a different conversation. But just betting wise, though, is there any betting angle you would take this week
with Scotty? No.
Yeah, like positionals, matchup, anything.
No, it's always cost too much fucking money. No.
Okay. What about?
And I don't like him.
Okay. Let's just go through it. Would you do a double U.S. President's Cup bet on Scotty to top 20 at minus 500?
Man, that's a hefty bet.
That is.
And the amount of no, I wouldn't. No.
Is it just too much juice, even for a wise man that
can you
does
imagine,
not remember telling me this?
Can you imagine how angry I would fucking be if I did something like that and he came in like 21st? Like I don't even know what would happen. I think my heart would explode with anger. Like I think I would just drop dead in anger.
Okay. That would be a tough pill to swallow for sure. Or like even if he didn't have the no dead heat option, he'd like T20s with like 7 other people.
Yeah.
You get like $5 back off like $1,000 bet.
Yeah, exactly. No, thank you.
that would suck. All right. Let's go down the list. What about top 10 at minus 225? Like a
That's so
junior
insane.
President's Cup bet.
No, it's not worth it, especially because his course history here isn't great. Like if this was a place that he like just murdered and dominated, fine, but not with the course history, and he hasn't teed it up since whenever, so I'm good. And don't forget, golf doesn't actually matter to him, so he probably hasn't even picked up a club. You know, he focuses on the important things, not golf.
Okay. All right. So I assume you're not interested in minus 120 for a top 5.
No, but that's probably the most reasonable out of all of them.
Probably, but no. It's either you bet him 3-1 to win.
That's so.
I mean, that's really it. Like, is there even like any match? Like, he's probably like minus 200 against like every single matchup you see too.
Oh, so that might interest me. Can I get some plus money and some matchups?
Okay, let's see that then.
You know me.
Okay.
That's my MO. I always do this.
Okay. You got 2 options this week. This is absurd. Okay. Scheffler is a minus 400. Actually, it's big as a minus 435 favorite over Russell Henley, who you get 3-1 on.
I get 3-1.
Yep, you get 3-1.
Russell Henley versus
Scotty.
Who's my other option other than Mr. Cole?
Well, it's a boy that you like, Mr. Ben Griffin.
All day.
You get plus 265 against Scotty.
Yes, all day. Yes, let's go. I'll look for that on Hard Rock. I'll see if they have something like that. I will absolutely.
Okay. All right. So that's
variance in golf is just too much, and Griffin has a great course history here.
I mean, we'll talk about him in a little bit, but he's at least the angle I'm looking at this week. Like he checks all the boxes for me.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. That's the end of the Scotty conversation. So, all right. So let's move down then. Okay. You got Ben Griffin 20-1, Henley 22-1, Bobby Mack 22-1, Ludwig 25-1, Burns 27-1, Patrick Cantlay 27-1, although you give him as high as 30-33 as some other books. Siwoo Kim at 27, Harry Hall 35, Fitzpatrick 35, Sepp Straka 40. Let's cut it off there. Okay.
Yep.
Let's start with a different angle. Of the guys I just mentioned, who don't you like this week?
Oh, fair enough. Sam Burns and Patrick Cantlay.
Okay. All right. Expand.
Well, they haven't played, and I just think they're both gutless losers. I really do. The amount of money Patrick Cantlay has taken out of your wallet since we've known each other is insane. I don't like him for that reason. Like he's once again, he's the abusive spouse. And I can't get you out of the relationship. I know you're going back to him at some point this year, and this might be the week. I just don't like. I know Cantlay has a great course history here, and I know Burns almost won it, but then he Burns it. You know what I mean? And look, and if this really is a putting contest, it's stupid to fucking fade Burns because this is what he does. He'll make fucking 40-foot bombs, and he'll make everything under the sun when he's running hot. I just don't want to play somebody up here with these odds that hasn't played yet, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't trust where their games are at. Cantlay doesn't show up unless it's the fucking Ryder Cup, and Sam Burns is very, very fucking unreliable at this point. So,
okay.
So with those shorter numbers,
all right. Which one do you hate more, Cantlay or Burns?
Cantlay.
Okay. Let's find some Cantlay matchups for you then. Okay. God, this is interesting. How far has he fallen?
He's fucking fallen, man. He hasn't won. When was the last time he won? 2023?
Was Zurich after that?
This
doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Then it would be the 2020
Don't trigger me.
2022 BMW, I think, for his last individual win.
Yeah, which is
okay.
Bullshit. Short and field. And then he won because Rahm withdrew from COVID. He stinks. I hate Cantlay. I hate him.
I mean, I wouldn't say he withdrew. He basically got shown the door. They took him by the collar and threw him out. And
I was so hot.
Spray him down with some disinfectant on the way out.
Made for one of my easiest fucking wins of all time and heaviest single bullet I think I've ever laid.
Yes, on the 2021 U.S. Open. All right, let's start at the top then. You can get Ben Griffin minus 160 over Patrick Cantlay. Does that interest you?
Yes.
Wow, it's a lot of juice, but okay. All right. What about?
People are sleeping on Griffin, man. Griffin has been grinding, and like he's been great all last year. He played like shit last week. He lost with his putter and his irons, and still had a top 20. I believe those things come back.
Okay. All right. You can get Russell Henley minus 125 over Patrick Cantlay.
Yeah. I don't trust
yeah. Okay. All right. You can get Matt Fitzpatrick as an underdog plus 105 against Cantlay.
I love that.
Okay.
Because you told me he's been killing over in Europe, hasn't he?
He's been doing pretty good ever since like Quail Hollow last year. Been playing good. So he's found something. And then this is a weird one. Okay. That's why I said like how far Patrick Cantley's fallen. He's paired up against Minwoo Lee on a book plus 125 from Minwoo Lee.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Okay. All right. So you like the Fitz bet and you like the Griffin bet for him.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any real beefs with that. I mean, we'll talk about Fitzpatrick, I think, a little bit. We break it down. So, okay. So, like, of the guys, like the 12 guys I mentioned, going from like Ben Griffin all the way to Sepp Straka, did you bet anybody in here?
I bet Griffin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like I said, I think, I mean, look, his course history here is amazing. And he's a better golfer now than he was at the beginning of last year. He just is. Like I said, last week, he lost with his putter and his irons. And I think those both can come back. Yeah, I think the price is more than fair. I got him at 22 by some fucking miracle on Hard Rock when it opened. That was my first bet. And I just thought it was fair with the guys around him. Like I said, I'm never betting Scotty at 3-1, or at least not at an event like this. I don't trust Russ. I think Bobby benefited from playing a heavy win last week. Haven't seen Ludwig, and he played like dog shit at the end of last year. I already talked to you about Burns and Cantlay. So yeah, I liked Ben at the top of the board.
Okay. All right. I saw a lot of cars on Discord that were like 15, 20 names, and at odds it didn't start like 90 or so. People just like scatter the board, throwing darts. I kind of went the opposite direction on this one. I took two guys under 30 at top of the card here. Okay. And one of them is Ben Griffin.
Let's go.
Is one of them. If I'm just keeping it simple of guys I think can fit really well and pile a bunch of birdies up and gain like 10 strokes and La Quinta and Nicholas. If I'm looking at proximity and strokes gained under 100 yards, Ben Griffin's one of the best guys in this field from that range. Really good for the very, very, very teeny weeny short wedges. From a strokes gained perspective, great from over 200 yards as well. That's going to help him a lot of par fives. Great overseeded putter, high birdie rates. Good stadium history, great La Quinta history. Did not play well at Nicholas though. I need that to turn around. He's the downside of him is if that win does come, he's going to play La Quinta on Saturday. Of the two that I don't want him to be on, if the other two are dome conditions, I'd rather be on La Quinta than Nicholas. But he gets Nicholas at least opening the tournament. This 27 on Bookmaker, I was able to secure that. That helped.
Nice.
Squeeze him on my card. Yeah. So
when I thought he was going to be like 12 when I opened up the book and I saw fucking 22, I just immediately snapped at it.
There you go. And then the other one, you disparaged the man. But
it's a long list.
If you watch the intro, I said I bet Ludwig at 28, and conveniently enough,
go back to Ludwig.
Conveniently enough, there is a 28 right here. I bet Ludwig. So actually, on the DP World Tour to end the year, he was playing better. He finished third in the DP Tour Championship, which actually is a real event. Like it's real players playing in that one, so you're okay. Like. You got Rory, you got Fleetwood. Did you see what Shane Lowry did, by the way, on Sunday?
No.
Well, he did exactly what screwed you at Heritage a couple of years ago.
Did he chip it in the fucking water?
So he was leading by one.
Oh my God.
He overshot the green. He was in I think a bunker for his third and splashed out, and it ran all the way through the green down to the water. He lost by 2.
That is something.
It was exactly. And I think there was some guys, I think early in the morning, they had Lowry tickets and they were just sick. But anyway,
that's why I don't bet him anymore. I never got over the Heritage ever.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's something that's just gonna stay with. Like I couldn't. Oh God.
Yeah. So Ludwig has never played this event before. Apparently, he's won some amateur tournaments at PGA West, but I'm assuming it's a different course. So, but he's got that going for him, I guess. Here, so high birdie.
He's a stud. I mean, he's a stud. Like whatever.
Yeah. So high birdie rates. The problem is overseeded history is complete dreck, but it's a small sample size. So I'm hoping just a small sample size there. Really good from over 200 yards.
Yeah.
The problem with him, though, his short irons under 100 yards aren't great, but I looked at proximity buckets because I really like dove into it, and he's much better from the fairway than he is from the rough, and that's why it doesn't look as good. So if there's no real missed fairway penalty, especially look into Nicholas, I can look past that a little bit. He definitely can pile up a lot of birdies and get a win that way, as he did at RSM. And he starts at La Quinta on Thursday. So, unfortunately, a lot of guys that I actually like this week, if you're going to go the angle of I want to get La Quinta and Nicholas out of the way before Stadium, a lot of guys I actually like this week did not have that, but he was one of them. So up at the top, I went Ludwig and Griffin. 28 for Ludwig, 27 on Griffin. And then after that, I dipped all the way down, I think, to like 65 or 70. So
I started at 60. My next guy's at 60. So is there anybody else in between that you thought about?
So I thought about Fitzpatrick, at least, if I'm going the angle of just Gray from under 100, Gray from over 200. The problem with Fitz is, when has he shown up when the winning tournament or winning score is like 25 under?
Correct. That's
exactly I know that's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb, and like just because it hasn't happened,
it is what. Yeah,
but you can't find it. It's no. If you want to argue for Fitz this week, you run up against that. Is he does better when tournaments are like 15 under, like 13 under, for whatever reason. So despite the fact that like he has actually all the tools to like do well in like one of these things, he just hasn't. So
nope.
The closest comparison you get is he did, I think, 19 under Rocket Mortgage last year. So at least something recent, but just
I forgot about that.
But just overall, though, like it's like this type of tournament where like I think he could be a good. I think he could good DFS play probably if he's low owned. Because like you can squeeze like an 8th place finish out of him, but like we're just concerned with outrights here.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably a pass on him. I mean, obviously, I thought about Cantlay, and I drilled in a little bit.
Proud of you, by the way. So proud.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I talked to my sponsor, and he talked me off the ledge. It could have been a really bad scene, but thankfully he got me through that. So looking last year at Cantlay, one of the big reasons why he has absolutely stunk last year was he was dreadful from over 200 yards, and he was specifically dreadful with birdieing par fives. That's a complete outlier to his career. So if all of a sudden that just comes back, then he's great with the really short irons, like just good birdie rates overall, great course history here. And like 33, like I don't think I would ever see like, at least recently, like a 3 in front of his name, like at this particular golf course. No. So, but
Dave is right. He gets to do the pro-am with the CEOs and talk about his whatever. So I don't know. And I really do think the pace of play affects some guys. Like I would never bet Brooks in a fucking tournament like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I just never would. Cantlay is obviously fucking slow. So
yeah. But I think Cantlay is the non-competitive T8 this week. It's probably my guess. If he even gets that. So
fucking usual. Yeah.
Thought about going back to Harry Hall. I couldn't squeeze on the card at the end of the day. Like it was either.
I wonder if.
Go
So
ahead.
I was watching more of the golf because I had pretty decent sweat in DFS. So I was watching more of the golf than I was the Bears game. I had the Bears game on mute and I had the golf thing on. So I don't know if he was just infected by, was it Kevin Roy who was his playing partner, who was just fucking playing like dog shit. So like I don't know if he just got infected by him, but Harry's Sunday performance, first of all, it cost me a good chunk of change. And yeah, I just don't trust him on Sundays. I'm good. Like I think a placement's fine. But I'm not betting him outright.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I was sweating him right with you because he was one of the 4 idiots I bet to go under. On a day that was what 2 1/4 under par. 4 or 5 guys couldn't even get that.
Nope.
That was shit. So, but he was one of them. He missed, I think, 3 putts under 6 feet, and he only finished 1 under for the day. That would have helped if he got one of those. That's all I needed.
He missed one from like fucking 3 feet.
Yeah, that was the killer. That was the backbreaker. If I got that, I would have won that bet. Somehow the 5 guys I bet, number 9, you know how easy it played all week?
Yeah.
The reason why I lost that one is 4 of the 5 parred that hole. That's not great. That's the automatic birdie hole, and that didn't happen. So we move on.
There's a guy on my card who completely fucked that hole up last week, but he's back on my card.
Okay. All right, let's move down the list then. Norm was another one I considered, but I didn't want you to make fun of me this week.
I was about to say, God damn it, man.
78-1 though.
It's a good number. It's a good number.
He's playing great.
I mean, great is go stretch.
He is. I mean, he lost in a playoff to Hideki. He won the BMW PGA.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing great.
Okay.
All right, let's move down the card then. So start with like Pendrith and Noren, like Berger and Gerard, Davis Thompson, Rico Hoy. All right, so like a bunch of guys between like 50 and 100 to 1. Seems like a very popular range this week. People just started peppering with. So where are some guys you like this week?
So I bet 2 guys in this range. I'm thinking about a third. I'm gonna have to look to see when he's playing.
Okay.
So I bet Berger. I poo-pooed him last week because I hadn't seen him play. Man, he looked pretty good. He sucked around the green per usual. I don't think that's going to matter that much this week. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a good number. This is a guy who was way up the board a year and a half ago, or however long it was before his injury, and it looks like he might have found it again, and that he's healed up. Great course history here. I think 60-1 was amazing. So I snatched that up immediately. And fun fact, if I played Berger and listened to Andy and those other guys instead of Denny McCarthy, I would have won $25,000. But ouch. I didn't because I'm a stubborn mule. And so I mean, look, I did like what I saw from him. I don't feel like the pace of play fucks with him that much. 60-1 based off his last week and his course history here and the pedigree of player he is. I feel like that was way more than fair. And then after you talked about the 100 yards and in, I went and filtered. So 75 to 100, he's 18th in this field over the last 36 rounds. And think about how bad his 36 rounds have been. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the better guys, at least from strokes gained per shot, under 100 yards that I have in this field. Yeah. He was complete dreck with a putter for the second half of last year, but he's a good overseeded putter. Yeah. I think he actually putted okay last week. So
they did. He only lost first on the green.
Yeah, maybe that's back. I also bet Daniel Berger 66-1. So
let's go.
Also starting at La Quinta as well. That's going to help.
I just saw that.
Yep. If that's going to really be a thing this week, he gets La Quinta and Nicholas in dome conditions, take advantage of that, and then just hang out at stadium. So yeah, that's one of the guys I bet here. So all right, who else?
Who else? So I bet Gerard.
Okay.
I mean, he looked great last week. He looked good at the end of the fall swing. I'd be lying if I told you that I've seen him play a ton of golf. But I mean, it's just, I mean, you can't at some point, and you know me, I love form, right? So his form is solid. He's not great under 100 yards based on the last 36, but the shorter irons, he's top 25 in this field on it. I mean, he's just playing so good, and it's 60-1 at a tournament like this. I can't remember if did I have him down for course history. I did not. So I don't know if so he didn't play well here because I don't have him written down. But yeah, man, 60-1. The kid just came in second. Ride the hot hand, man. That's me.
Okay. I did not bet him. But I get it though. Like I think like if I'm going the angle of like you gotta be really on point with like your really, really, really short irons. Like he just hasn't been all that good with those. Yeah. Putter is a little shaky with him. Although he played okay at La Quinta and okay at Nicklaus last year. So at least now he can kind of get it done. It seemed like stadium was his big problem last year. So okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So the other guy I bet down here. How many did I bet? Yeah, only one guy 80-1, and everybody else is over 100. I don't think you like this guy because what his name is, and he's a little
okay.
Picked as your guy. I bet Pearson Coody at 80-1. So played okay last.
I think it's hilarious that you know that I would not like a name like that. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. But I mean, just playing good ever since last fall. Like played T13 last week, T14 at Sanderson, T3 at Bank of Utah. One of the reasons why I really like him, obviously the really high birdie rates just overall, crushes the par fives, good overseas putting history. He also has been pretty good from under 100 yards and relatively decent from over 200. So that's all really.
Wasn't his dad like a really good golfer? His brother's a golfer too, right?
Yeah, Parker, his brother there. So, was a complete mess last year, and Nicklaus and La Quinta actually played okay at Stadium of all three. We need a better showing there, but unfortunately, started Nicklaus this week. If you are going to start somewhere, I think starting Nicklaus probably is the way to go if the weather is not that great on Saturday. But I bet Pearson Coody 80-1.
All right. So before we move out of here, what are your thoughts on Nick Taylor? I haven't bet him, but I got him circled.
Okay. I almost bet Nick Taylor.
Okay.
I almost did. I think what clouds me is because I was sweating him last weekend and on the round score, and he was awful. So I tried to be non-biased with him, but decent from under 100 yards, decent from over 200 yards.
Yep. Good course history.
It's mostly last year, the good course history. Everything that's not that great. Just doesn't take advantage of the par fives, though. I think, and that's just kind of something you really have to do here.
Yeah.
So that was enough of a disqualifier for me, but I don't mind him. He started La Quinta, so that's a big plus.
Okay.
Yeah. Some other guys I like in this range. Man, I thought about Ricky this week, but I didn't go there. But he played good in the fall, or he played good towards the end of last summer.
Ricky been okay. Fucking stinks, Steve.
That's why I didn't bet him outright, because I knew you were going to say that. Okay. But started La Quinta, so that obviously piqued my attention. I didn't bet him. I almost bet Davis Thompson as well.
Okay.
I don't know if like I can stand just seeing his miserable face for 4 days and trying to sweat that.
He's got the top 5 most punchable face in golf.
Yeah, but good showings here. I mean, obviously he had John Rahm ripped his soul out a couple of years ago when he's a rookie, and then he just went to the wilderness after that. But one of the reasons why I really like Davis Thompson is really good from under 100 yards. And then just pretty good.
Rips it off the fucking tee.
Yeah, like he's from a strokes game perspective, he's pretty bad from over 200, but he still converts in the par fives anyway. So like they kind of cancel each other's out.
Because he's 180 in instead of 200.
Yeah, like he's 80-1. Thought about him starting at Stadium though, and if the weather is dicey on Saturday, I don't think I want him at Nicholas. So he's out. Really wanted to bet Justin Rose this week. Actually, I did, and I'm taking a write-off for it.
Shadow bet.
I'm admitting I'm taking a write-off for it. I didn't realize he's playing TGL tonight. Like,
what's that gonna do anything though?
What do you mean that's not gonna do anything?
What's that gonna? I mean, guys could just be at the range working out. What's the fucking difference?
It's a distraction. Is his head really in it to win? I
can't believe you knew he was playing fucking TGL tonight.
Yeah, he's 40. Well, I didn't know that until I saw who was playing tonight. He's 46. He's got to fly from Jupiter all the way to California. And I know these planes are really cushy, but he's 46. Like, can you recover from that?
Oh, dude.
I know Rory last year famously won after playing TGL that week, but that's also Rory McIlroy. I just generally just don't like guys have other stuff going on like earlier in the week and then got to go play.
Yep.
But man, like he checked a lot of boxes, like great under 100, good birdie rates, great La Quinta, like a lot of things to like about Rose, but ultimately I think that's a pass because of the TGL thing. Okay. I didn't have the heart to bet Bezainhu because I didn't want you to yell at me again. But that's another guy.
Because he doesn't fucking win.
Well, technically he did win because Dunlap didn't actually get his winner's check.
No.
So he got the winner's check.
No, that doesn't mean you won the tournament.
All right, but like, you know, good La Quinta, and I think the reason why he's really good from under 100 yards. Great overseated putter. A lot there. So those are some of the guys I liked.
Somebody asked who's the best bet for a top 20 bet. I mean, it kind of depends.
If you're betting positionals, I think for this thing, good luck.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Good
luck. I mean, just pick a golfer that you think can win. Who's got like the cut is weird too because it's 3 days now.
Yeah.
But like me, like I don't want like for my top 20s, like I don't bet it unless it's like I don't know, probably fucking 3-1 at the minimum. So like I'm not taking like solid plays. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking upsides. So
yeah, I think for top 20s, I would take the guys like because a lot of people bet guys over 100-1.
Yeah,
I would bet the top 20s on those because you'll get good pricing for that. And honestly, roll the dice. I think with this thing.
Shit, man. I got a guy on my card later. I got a guy on my card later that I got a 13-1 top 20 that I actually bet.
Okay. All right. Let's go 101 plus. I got 4 guys north of 100. So let's start ripping off names.
I got 1, 2, 3, and I'm questioning 4th and maybe a 5th because I got room. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. Let's start ripping off names.
Okay, so I went back to McCaddy. 100-1, makes a ton of birdies. Where did McCaddy go? Yeah, I mean, so he lost a ton around the green and with putting last week. It says he lost tee to green, but he's the guy who was talking about. I think he bogeyed fucking 9. I think he hit it out of bounds somehow. I don't remember how. But I was not happy with that because he was core DFS. But he missed a bunch of shit. I'm just gonna chalk it up to not putting well in the wind because he never loses strokes putting or he doesn't often, right? So yeah, I like McCarty 100-1. I liked him last week. I'm going right back to him. I thought that was more than fair. And then what was his? So now that you brought this stupid thing into my brain, he's 14th from under 100 in the last 36 rounds. In this field.
Mm-hmm. That piqued my interest too. And he started La Quinta on Thursday.
Ooh, let's go.
And that's one of the reasons why I bet him. I got him at 125-1 though. So what's the best McCarty price? I think there's a better one out there. No, it's not listed here. I think on Bet Rivers, he was at 140. So there's some good ones out there. But I agree with everything you said. Good birdie rates, good putter. Good with like the really, really short irons. Like this would like an Amex like would be like a McCarthy. Like it's not a big difference. I think like the type of scoring and just mentality you'd had to have a Bank of Utah to win here. So
yeah, I mean these kids coming out of the Corn Ferry, man, they just fucking pin seek. It's crazy.
Okay. All right. So McCarty's won. Who else you bet?
All right. So then I bet our boy Bridgman.
Okay.
100
All right.
100 to 1. Lost strokes off the tee, but top 5 finish last week. Pretty decent course history here, trending in the right direction anyway. And when I texted you that last week when he was making the run, I was distraught that I didn't have a fucking Bridgman ticket. so I'm back on the train. I don't care. It's nice to bet on guys who can putt every once in a while, and he's 100 to 1. It'll make me feel better when he's standing over a fucking 5-foot putt where I'm not like, wow, no shot, this guy's making it. And then he's mediocre at best with the under 100. But his real shit is like around the green. He stinks. I mean, he's 40th, under 100. So, but he makes a ton of birdies too because he putts. So give me Bridgman 100 to 1.
Okay. I didn't bet him. I think he's now officially just your boy. I don't think he's really he hasn't been my boy in a little bit, but
get ready.
He just said,
look when he wins this week.
You should. I think just he never looks good in the model. It's all putting, and then all of a sudden, like he'll go like it's because he's just so up and down, and then he'll have like that T5. No wonder you like him then. He's your new Siwoo. Like it's either just 85.
Oh, that's probably right. That's true. That's very true. Look at you.
He's your new Siwoo now. Like it'll be cut, T68, T70, T5.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I love.
40th, cut, 6th.
Yeah, come on. Give me that.
You love the ride, man.
Love the ride, baby.
All right. Let me give one more I bet down here.
Yep.
I bet Wyndham Clark 100 to 1.
Okay.
But I thought 100 for Wyndham Clark at a golf course with a lot of birdies, good putter, good decent from under 100 yards, good birdie rates. Okay, course history here. I think that's fine. Showed like he was terrible for most of last year, and I know the hero is not to be taken seriously, but like he was 4th, I think, heading into the final round, so he at least played well.
Yeah,
so that's fine for me. So 101 on Wyndham Clark, and then I got 2 guys over 200 to 1 that I don't think are there anymore, but
okay,
So
all right. So I have somebody deeper than 200.
Okay.
So I just looked. I didn't bet this guy yet. So I was actually going back and forth between these two. I was going back and forth between Small Dick Smalley.
Okay.
And Novak. Novak at 150 to 1.
So Novak sucks here.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. And someone mentioned, I don't know if this is true, but someone mentioned like apparently he said then why the hell, like, first of all, if he says like he doesn't like this tournament, why are you even here? I guess.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I think it's 3 miscuts for him.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row.
Okay, it's not great.
I'm good. Never mind. So I guess I'll go Smalley. I'm gonna have to put a positional because I don't actually think this fucking loser can win. But at 125 to 1, like
everybody bet Smalley now. Yeah, see, you said the dreaded curse word. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm gonna do a positional. I don't think he can win. Guaranteed winner right there.
No shit. But I mean, he played kind of shitty last week, but I don't think he plays well in the wind. I don't think his. I don't know. Like whatever, man. He checks the boxes that he should win, but he never fucking wins. So whatever. Like I bet. Right. And then I just got. Oh, I actually have somebody else I want to ask you about. So I have not bet Smalley yet. So maybe you can talk. Would you rather bet Seamus or Smalley?
I mean, I'm always partial to Smalley. I've been burned by those guys a lot. I think I would rather bet Smalley. I think.
Yeah, but if you look at Seamus's number, he's over the last 36 rounds. I know, small sample size.
Very small.
He's number 1 for 125 to 1.
That's not only his last 36 rounds. Like you're relying on stuff from like last July.
That's fine. But I think it tracks. And he plays in my brain. He plays stadium well.
Okay.
20th from 75 to 100, 4th and 100 to 125. So those short irons are money. And played okay last week, lost around the green, which I don't give a shit about. Yeah, I mean, look, what's Seamus's odds right now?
Seamus Power is, let's see if I can search. Seamus Power is, you can get him as high as 180 to 1 on Bet Online.
Yeah.
171 or DK.
Yeah, that's worth it. And probably in reality, probably a top 20 to go along with it.
Okay. All right. Anybody else before I start ripping off some names?
I'm gonna bet Seamus instead of bet Seamus instead of Smalley. I have one last bet, but he's super deep. I'll wait for you to go.
All right. Some other guys I like. I mean, Vince Whaley was kind of in the mix heading into the weekend on Sony, and it was just terrible. But if you want somebody who's a good putter, who's good from like under 100 yards, who's actually had a good Sunday. Did he have a good Sunday? I just unstarred him when he had 5 over.
Yeah, he had a
7
shit Saturday
or something.
Yeah, he had a shit Saturday, and then I think he went 3 or 4 under on Sunday.
Okay, but you get him as high as like 145 to 1 on Bookmaker, 151 Bet Online, 100 to 1 at FanDuel, DraftKings. That's somebody I don't hate. Same thing with like a Max McGreevy. He screwed everybody last week, but somebody who makes a lot of birdies, good with like the really, really short irons. That could be somebody you might want to look at. The guys I bet though, Lee Hodges. So he opened the week at 250. He opened the week at 250 to 1. So I bet that. You can get him as good as 170 to 1. Starting off at stadium course, I don't love that if the weather plays out how it is. But if it doesn't, I mean, I think he finished, top 10 a couple years ago. The year that Hudson Swafford, I think, won.
And he can make birdies and bunches.
Yeah, he can make birdies, especially on the par 5s. He's actually really good from there. Okay from under 100 yards, but really good from over 200 yards. So I thought 251 for him. I like that. Yeah. And I bet Bud Cauley I got him at 225. He's all the way down to he's open at 275. Actually, Bet Online, he's all the way down to 135.
I wish I could show you what I just did. When you were talking, I pulled up my screen and typed in CAU because I knew Bud Cauley was coming next after you fucking did Hodges. I fucking knew it. So I could pull up his numbers and look at them.
Yeah. So I remember betting him last fall at RSM, and he was actually like the worst card. Like I put together a really good outright card, and then he was like the worst one by far. He was terrible. I think it was T24 last week. Played all right. Great course history here.
I love his backstory, man. But like coming back from injury, grinding, like those are the type of guys that I will happily fucking waste money on.
Yeah. So he hasn't played this tournament since 2020, but like his course history, like he's got 2 top 5s here. Really good from under 100 yards. He was in the mix a couple times last year as well at some tournaments. Yep. So I think he's kind of close. So I thought I bet him 225 to 1 this week.
Let me see what I can get him at on.
All right. Some other names. I mean, Kevin Roy, he got some flack for slow play. He's a loser, but he's been playing okay since last summer, and he does some things that are good for this track. That could be something you might want to look at for just like a positional or like DFS play, although he's probably gonna be a little more popular this week than last week. Taylor Moore.
All right, I just joined you on Bud Cauley, 150 to 1.
Okay. Taylor Moore, who just eats up the par 5s and pretty good under 100 yards. That could be a name. Justin Lauer, even. That's that's a real scrub who could have like a top 30 finish here. That could work. Here's a name really down the card here. Carl Phillips, 750 to 1. Okay. Tremendous under 100 yards. Good birdie rates. Makes a lot of birdies on the par 5s. Started at La Quinta. like that name this week. That's probably gonna be my gummy play this week. Is Phillips.
Okay. My gummy play is going to be somebody who I bet. I didn't get a good number as what's available because I live in Florida. Tom Hoagie at 300 to 1.
Okay.
Did you know it? Just like I knew Collie. You knew I'd bet Hoagie. I mean, you want to talk about a guy who's great with wedges, right? Set the first round leader record at TPC Sawgrass. Great with his wedges. When his putter gets hot, he can fucking rack it up. And he played well last week, but he fell off. Why? That's what I'm trying to pull up here. Fucking, what was his round scores? So he had a bad Saturday. He was only 500, but same thing. Like he missed a bunch of putts, but man, he was fucking dog shit last year. But at a courses like this is where we used to play Hoagie. At fucking 300 to 1. Like whatever, man. Throw $25 on it and fucking and see what happens. Okay.
All right. One more name to throw out before we get to insufferable Patriots talk. Frankie Sapp the third. 400 to 1. Played good. Like, I mean, he was mostly dog crap last year, but plays okay here. Good punter.
He makes a ton of birdies though. Yeah, he makes a ton of birdies.
I mean, he doesn't make a ton of birdies. He's one of the lowest birdie rates in the field. But
is it? I feel like he goes on streaks.
Yeah, but Sappin was pretty good in this event last year. Good from under 100 yards. Like that's one of the things. Like a lot of guys that good under 100 yards, like you see them flash like LaQuinta and Nicholas, and he's one of those guys. So, yeah, there might be something to that.
All right.
How is he in this event? Because there's 156 guys, and they need people to play with some CEOs, and he's in it. So
they would not let me tee it up. By the way, I don't play well with CEOs, Dave.
No. Okay. All right. That's it. That's the end of the golf talk. Yeah. All right. Let's roll out the red carpet. You have everything set up for you. There's absolutely zero pressure on the Patriots this week. There is absolutely no chance they can lose. It's going to be a cakewalk in a place that's been really comfy for you guys over the years to play in. How you feeling? How you feeling right now? Let's tell everybody your confidence level.
Listen, I feel fucking great. 10 out of 10 confidence. Jarrett Stidham is going to play quarterback. Nothing could have broken better for the Patriots than, first of all, how right was I about fucking CJ Stroud? What a fucking bum. He is an absolute fucking loser. Thank God he was playing quarterback, because Drake May, as good as he played with the 3 touchdowns against a great defense like that, putting it on the ground as much as he does is officially an issue. That's fucking 2 weeks in a row. And granted, look, both defenses are really good. Now we're going against another really good defense. But 10 out of 10, Jarrett Stidham's a fucking loser. They might be able to keep it close with a rock fight, I guess. But yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl again. So don't worry. The national nightmare is over. I suffered 4 or 5 long, miserable years before my team is back in the Super Bowl. And I pray to fucking God we get the Seattle Seahawks and jittery ass Sam Darnold, because we can stop the run, which means Sam Darnold's going to have to fucking throw. And I love my chances with that. We're going to be 3.5-point dogs in the Super Bowl, I think. So that'll be a nice heavy money line bet. The Drake May era is here. Josh Allen is officially a loser. I don't get it. The media handles this fucking guy with kid gloves. Tom Brady leaves. Tom Brady leaves the division. He has a million chances to fucking get to the Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills are the most. They have to be the most cursed franchise in all of sports. Like when we were kids, they were fucking losers. They went 20 years from being irrelevant, and now they're fucking losers again. They did the right thing by firing McDermott. Why did they fire that fucking GM? Oh my God.
There's a lot of talk about that. Maybe I can get to that at the end, but there's a lot of
that guy gonna jump? He's
angry people about that up here.
Brandon Cooks, by the way, who soft as fucking as puppy shit too, fucking got concussed in our Super Bowl when we lost to the trash people of fucking Philly. Yeah, just I mean, unbelievable. Look, the thing I love the most about us getting to the Super Bowl is our left side of our line is shaky at best. We're getting away with it. We don't even have a good offensive line.
Shaky at best. You nearly got Drake May killed last week because of that. How many sacks did Willie Anderson? Did he almost have like 12 that game?
To be fair, Will Anderson's a fucking monster, right? Like
I know that, but it was like not even getting a hand on him with your T-Rex arms right there. You know,
T-Rex.
Like that.
Yeah, it's terrible. He needs to be a guard. So we need to either go sign a veteran left tackle this season or draft another tackle this year. He is not a fucking left tackle. Trevion Henderson forgot how to look at a fucking to read a fucking defense and find a hole. Oh my god, he looked like ass.
Oh my god. And what was the run he had where he just stopped in the backfield?
Stopped. It was crazy.
Like, what are you doing?
So we haven't even played great. Our offense has not played great.
Josh McDaniels, you haven't. It's a small concern.
Small concern. Well, listen, I think McDaniel's play calling was a fucking joke for the most part.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I'm fucking right. These are the fucking runs on first down where clear, like it didn't even look like a fucking play act. Like I hate McDaniels. Whatever. He does good enough, I guess. Like whatever. It could be worse. I could have Alex Van Pelt still. But yeah, I think I mean, it's unbelievable that we have the possibility to win another Super Bowl with one of arguably the best quarterback in the league that's healthy right now. After going from Brady to, oh man, like I'm just blessed as a sports fan. Absolutely blessed. I'm so sorry for all you other peasant franchises. You know, it's I even said after our run, I was like, I can't ask for anything else as a Patriots fan. I had the best 20-year run of any sports fan that could ever happen. And yet here I am on the precipice of a new beautiful journey with a stud QB, great head coach, solid ownership. Just get to torch the AFC East again for the next 20 years. Makes me very happy.
So that's the other than like criticizing refs and just Josh Allen's play. I think the worst realization up here right now is that everyone up here thought we finally killed the Patriots. Like they're not going to have another run again. And in 48 hours, the coach got fired, but it came out that apparently this GM is a little Napoleon and doesn't like when people say little mean things about him, and has got a promotion out of it, despite him building this crap roster. It is insane. Both of them should have went. I thought McDermott should have went because there's a lot of reasons of in-game stuff, and he's a defensive-minded coach. And for God's sakes, the amount of prevent soft zone defense he went to at the end of games, like unacceptable. He had to go. Anyone defending him hasn't been watching the games. But the roster he dealt with is Brandon Beans. And the only reason why the Bills really are relevant is because you got lucky with your quarterback that you picked. Congratulations on that. You've swung and missed on everything else, and then you get a promotion out of it.
It's crazy. He's the Monahan of football. Fucking just
Bills fans up here are they're panicking because they do not like what they're seeing with because they also see what Pagula's doing with the Sabres, and that's a pretty bad job he's been doing with them. And they're terrified that has the window officially closed to where now you have what they feel is an incompetent GM grabbing power, and is this the end? And also seeing that, no, in fact, you are not dead. You might go to the Super Bowl and you have a great quarterback and you have a great coach, and it's just a new nightmare all over again for these people. And I feel terrible for them. I feel terrible for my friends for what's about to happen.
I don't.
That's going to be tough this Sunday.
So I would have felt bad, but the Buffalo Bills fans acting like they did something and how arrogant they were about how good they were when they hadn't won shit yet is what makes me not feel bad. There's a particular person who is not on this network. He's from the old network that really just made me hate Bills fans. I love him as a guy. He's a good guy, but
he's a great guy.
Arrogance. Yeah, just the arrogance of the Bills fans to think they did anything when they hadn't even made the Super Bowl. Like every year, oh, this dynasty's over, I guess. Like it's I feel bad. I do feel bad for the fans, I guess. Some of them, my God, like just find new and impressive ways to lose and fuck shit up on a level that I don't think can be topped. Like the Bills are the most cursed franchise I could think of. Like the Clippers, like maybe, I guess, but they're the Clippers. Like nobody gets, like, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. However, I will be, and Dave is right. If we lose in Denver, I will be apoplectic. I won't even know what to do. Look, I guess there's a shot, right? I mean, we lost to Nick Foles. You saw his tweet, right? That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So Nick Foles tweeted out. Yeah, so that was pretty funny. Like, whatever, it is what it is. But I don't think Vrabel will let them sit on their laurels. Like, Drake May didn't play good enough where he can sit back and think this is just going to be a cakewalk. The defense is legit. Yeah, the pretzels that people are turning themselves into to try to talk themselves into Jarrett Stidham is. Oh, I heard some assholes say that they might be better from the pocket. This guy hasn't thrown a fucking football in a real game in 2 fucking years. What are you talking about? You fucking mental midgets. Like we should absolutely roll in this game. Like I hope it's a get healthy game. Like get all the starters out by the fucking third quarter. Like let's keep everybody healthy to face Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Oh my God.
You're not concerned that you're not concerned that you won't be able to stop Seattle the entire game, well, on defense or with their pass rush. You're not concerned about that at all.
No,
that seems like a big. That seems like a big problem if you run up against them.
Sure, that's fine. I think so here I go. I think McDaniel's scheme against it. As much shit as I talk about him, he is smart.
Okay,
but I also don't believe in Sam Darnold with one iota. Like he is a fucking loser, capital fucking L. Like he is never winning a Super Bowl. Like that's not happening.
Oh, we got some clips.
Oh yeah, baby. Listen,
you're putting it all on the table right now.
Let's go, baby. I would rather face the Seahawks. Like no question. Like I don't want to see Christian Gonzalez trying to cover Puka Nacua. Like that seems like an issue. So I would much rather fucking face what is the name of their head coach? He is on the spectrum. I have heard him talk. He is not a functioning adult. He must be good at defense, but other than that, not great. The only guy more tool baggy than him was Ben Johnson, and he got what he fucking deserved. How about take the points, you fucking idiot? God damn. These analytics have absolutely ruined this fucking sport. I get going forward at some points, but guess what? It's not week 4 against the Bengals, okay? It's the fucking playoffs, and every point fucking matters. Like, take the fucking points. These nerds have fucking ruined it again. Like, but they got their comeuppance by. Oh, imagine that if they would have just, took 2 of the 3 of the field goals, they wouldn't even been in overtime. They were just fucking won. Shocking. Weird how that works. Points are good. Coaches don't know that. So fucking strange. But yeah, I'm ready for Sunday. Okay. I'm ready for Sunday.
All right. Well, we're going to have to figure out a schedule. I think we have 2 options for the Sunday show because I physically, I know it's a joke, but I am definitely old green at this point. Yes, I was sick, but I can't do start at 10 like I used to.
No, it's too late.
So here's the options.
Yeah, way too late.
We either go Saturday night before the games. Maybe we do some we parlay the preview with also just like some like game props as well that we get to like talk about.
Yeah,
or we do like lunchtime on Sunday.
No. Let's do Saturday night. I'm gonna be too amped up waiting for the game, like pacing around, being all fucking weird. Like no Sunday, but pregame on Sunday is no good. We'll do Saturday.
All right. So Saturday night, Torrey Pines preview / Amex mid.
We got great fucking history at Torrey.
We do. We've nailed a lot of winners there.
History. We got great fucking history at Torrey.
Yep,
looking forward to that.
Yep. So
all right,
even though that golf course is not one of my favorites,
I
it's
know
one of my favorites to bet though, for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fucking hey, listen, we'll be back Saturday night to go over prop bets, maybe some Sunday scores or something like that, maybe some live bets we could do, and the Torrey Pines preview. And let's go fucking cash some bets this week. Go Pats later.